Microsoft and Apple dropped plans to take board roles at OpenAI in a surprise decision that underscores growing regulatory scrutiny of big tech's influence over artificial intelligence. Microsoft, which invested $13 billion in the ChatGPT creator, will withdraw from its observer role on the board. This is what the company said in a letter to OpenAI on Tuesday. Apple was due to take up a similar role, but an OpenAI spokesperson said the startup won't have board observers after Microsoft's departure. Well, the founder of Tech Whisperer, Jaspreet Bindra, joins us for further clarity. Thank you so much for joining us, Jaspreet. Many experts were actually assertive that 2023 was exploratory, 2024 is AI going to prime time. Why are we then seeing big tech giants distancing themselves from OpenAI?
Yeah, I don't think, frankly, that the companies are distancing themselves from OpenAI. Probably they're doing it in the public arena, primarily because of what you said. But all of the big techs, essentially, whether it be Microsoft or Amazon and some of the others, are facing scrutiny from the Competition and Monitoring Authority in the UK, from FTC in the US, from the EU, on their very close linkages with these new AI startups, especially OpenAI, and whether they are doing quote unquote acquisitions by other means, like Microsoft has done recently with Inflection. And so because of all this happening, I think most of the big techs are kind of creating a public distance between them and all startups, including OpenAI, while privately, I think they continue to work extremely closely with them.
But Jaspreet, can we expect more such probes into OpenAI? I mean, over a dozen of the biggest names in the United States tech industry have filed risk factor reports as far as the Security and Exchange Commission is concerned. Doesn't that indicate that artificial intelligence could threaten company finances? How will such probes impact the growth of artificial intelligence in business and other sectors?
Well, I don't think we'll see more probes into OpenAI. OpenAI is still seen to be a challenger and is still seen to be someone who's not really a big tech, which it isn't. But we will certainly see, I think, more probes into how the big techs are building these relationships with the OpenAIs of the world, and whether these relationships are very exclusive and therefore unfair to the general public. In some sense, the big tech companies have so far not been exclusionary. So, for example, Microsoft works with OpenAI very closely, as we know, but on their cloud, they also offer Llama from Meta. They also offer Claude. They also offer multiple other large language models. So at least for the business customers, there's a choice. What we need to see is that whether for our end consumers, whether that choice will be offered.
Well, Jaspreet, thanks so much for joining us as always.